want to be like Madonna.
You know.
The last time I had anything wired up to my head, it was when I went to go to my sleep study for sleep apnea. I looked at everybody and everybody was looking at me. I said, I feel a little wired. All right, so before I start my actual testimony, I wanted to say, I served 20 years in the United States Navy. I retired from the Navy, and actually the cause of my injury was while I was in the service. Anybody here, veterans? Hey, I want to say,
Ooh, thank you.
I want to thank you for your sacrifices. Because in the service, we sacrifice not only our time to our country, we sacrifice the time away from our families. And I had to live that as well, just like those who are veterans here. So I want to thank you for your sacrifices. Now, the way it all started with Dr. Ray is well, let me start with my injury first. 20 years in service, my early, with my first 3 years, I think, in service, when I came back from a deployment and we were trying to get our spaces ready to have our squadron get back to the command. And there was this big, like freezer-looking, not closet, but it was a cabinet, and we had a lot of electrical stuff, electronic stuff, and it was made of solid steel. It was pretty heavy. 2 guys couldn't even hold it or move it. And I went up there, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna move this thing. That's when I became Superman. I took the strap and I strapped it around this metal cabinet. I grabbed it from one end here and I grabbed it from this other end and I pulled as hard as I could. And I told the guys, I said, at the count of 3, lean it over on my back. I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna walk it. Leaned it over, I picked it up and I started to walk. I mean, imagine 7 big rooms almost the size of this. Down the hallway I went out to a platform where a forklift was going to pick it up and bring it downstairs. Right about the time I went to stand back up to bring it down, I felt my back pop, and I felt pain. But I was strong, I was okay. At that moment in time, not knowing it to myself, as Dr. Ray would say, I became Superman. I became very stupid because I should have never done that. I lived with pain for over 20 years. Then I met this man. And if any of you met him the way I met him back in East Colorado, I don't wish the same meeting on anybody. I mean, I was standing, I don't know, kind of like this. And he said, I explained to him that I wanted to, you know, get my nerve systems checked and everything and see how bad it was. I've been to many doctors, I've been to many chiropractors, and they've all said that they can fix me, and nobody has been able to do that. And Dr. Ray looked at me and he said, I know you're standing that way because you want to look cool. Big mistake. I don't take lightly to, you know, something like that, and I kind of like shot back with, no, I'm standing this way because my back hurts. We've been walking around for quite a while, right, Debbie? So, anyway, I got upset, didn't really want to talk. We talked, I mean, I kind of like, I knew it all. Dr. Ray was telling me, you know I can help you. You know what, everybody's told me that. I just want to get my nerves checked. Anyway, he said, you know what, that's all right. We don't need to talk anymore. He walked away, and I walked around the Taste of Colorado one more time. As I was walking, I kept asking Debbie, my girlfriend here, I asked her, I said, what do you think? Should I still talk to him? She says, it's up to you. And I'm like, I don't know. And I was limping, you know, walking and hurting and everything. And finally I decided I'd go back and give it one more shot. The conversation went a little better. Still pushy as he is, it was a little better. However, as we were talking, I never got a chance to get on that machine until I came here, but nonetheless, while we were there, we were talking, and he was kind of looking at the way I was standing and everything, and he had me standing straight, he had me do a few things, and he says, I can fix you. And again, I had to explain to him how everybody says that and nobody's been able to fix me. He says, give me one chance. He goes, if by the third adjustment, you don't feel any different, he goes, you can walk. And I agreed. Of course, he wanted $40 at that moment in time, and I said, no, I'm gonna trust you with my back, you're gonna trust me that I will pay the $40 when I come in to get my x-rays and all that.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun
See,
conversation.
I tell you what, we kind of, you ever see two rams just lock horns? That's what it was like. But you know what? Honorably enough, he said, okay, I trust that you will show up. We made an appointment. Then I canceled out on him. However, at the time that I canceled out, I went ahead and made another appointment, which I did show up to. He adjusted, well, we took x-rays, he adjusted me. And for the first time after that adjustment, I woke up without any pain on my back. I've been living with pain for 20 years, the first time, without any pain on my back. It was sore, but it wasn't pain like I had before. I mean, there was moments where I couldn't even walk. It was that bad. I had to carry a cane with me to help me walk and stuff. But, and I'm like, all right, we'll give this another shot. And I continued coming. I came to his class that he does, which was very important because I learned a lot of things. Everything that this man and his staff has asked me to do, I've been doing. I brought my family with me to join in on this. My son, he had an accident. He's going to tell you about that, but he's here. My daughter, my girlfriend, my grandson, my daughter-in-law. My mom was coming for a little while, but that little woman, she keeps so busy. Unfortunately, she decided that she was going to stop. But she also agrees that when she's came to see Dr. Ray, she's gotten better. My pain has took me away from a quality of life that I wish everybody could have. Spending time with family, being able to go do the things you want to do. Before all that, my social life was even gone. I spent all my social life on a computer. I just couldn't go very many places. I mean, it was kind of depressing. After coming here, things have changed. 9 months, right? 9 months, and I'm standing straight. Every once in a while, I still get soreness, but still no pain. I never really felt motivated enough to go do exercise like run and jumping jacks, stuff like that. And I think I can do that today. But one thing I have never been able to do the whole time I've been in pain, and that was to be able to hold my little daughter, who's in a wheelchair. She needs to be picked up every once in a while. I've never been able to do that. But I'm going to put it to a test. Warren, come here for me. This is Warren, this is my grandson.
Also a patient.
Also a patient. And even him I had not been able to pick up for quite a long time. But today, I'm able to do that. And you know what? I bet I can walk with him for miles on end and not feel any pain. So, to Chiropractic Plus, to Dr. Ray, to his staff, I want to thank them for giving me my life back. I want to thank them because now I have the freedom to do what I want to do. By the way, I happen to have graduated to the wellness where I only come once a week, but I'm enjoying it. Ready to go? Yeah. Okay. So, with that being said, I mean, that's all I got. I wish I could have told more. I wish I could have picked on Dr. Ray a little more. Thank you.
Guys, give him one more round, please.